Hello, hypothetical viewers. This is Wandering Dragon. Welcome back to Shining Force Gaiden 1. Oh, maybe my mouse cursor there. I have adjusted my settings a little. I tweaked the canvas size. Oh, apparently maybe I didn't save the game. I thought that I did, but it could be that something is not right with my emulator. I think I'm gonna have to use save states. Okay, so that's fine. We lost the first battle anyway. Let's just... This is an adventure in learning how to use OBS, so please join me on this journey. We're gonna just start again. But yeah, because I could have sworn I saved the game, but it's possible that I have also never emulated anything on Sega CD before, so it's possible that there's something in the settings that I would need to mess around with in order to make saving the game possible. Let's just... Is there like a speed up function? Oh, that was not what I needed to press. You know what? We're gonna just have an exciting time here. Controllers. Is there a... No, I guess there's not a way to. Options, speed. Is there a fast forward? Okay, so backspace does the fast forward. Okay, good, good. Okay, good. Says not only have I never really used OBS, I've also not really ever used the emulator that I'm currently using, which is like Fusion 3.64, I guess. I found it because I basically just looked for an emulator that could emulate every different Sega Genesis property. We already watched this cutscene, so we're just gonna zoom through. But yeah, I enjoy the many technical difficulties which we will record to film. But yeah, saving the game does not seem to have worked. I'm not really sure why, but let's just rely on save states. Okay. We had to replay this battle anyway, so I guess at least nothing was lost but our time. And by our time, I mean my time, because, again, in all likelihood, our viewers will remain hypothetical. If only, not only because I don't think this will be particularly entertaining and I have no idea who on earth would watch it, but because I may not ever even post it anywhere, in which case it will be impossible to watch it. Man, now I'm really tempted to just fast forward all the time, because before, with Shining Force 1 and 2, I was playing those on an actual game on the Switch, and it did not have the option to fast forward. Whereas an emulator, you can just do all kinds of things like that, which appeals to my laziness. But for now, let's just play in a nice, orderly fashion. I have also tweaked the sound settings. The game audio is a little loud, so hopefully that will be fixed. And yes, I'm fully aware that on OBS, I'm sure that you can actually record separate tracks, and I could like mix the audio later and adjust it, but again, this is a learning journey, and I don't know how to do that at this point. I did, based on my limited knowledge of Googling, I'm outputting them as MKV and having it automatically remux them to MP4. So yeah, whatever that means. I don't know. I also don't own any video editing software. I don't really know what people use for that. Because I've never had to edit a video in my entire life. You know, it's a new world for me. But yeah, this seems to have worked okay so far. I'm guessing the save game issue is just... this is just a guess, but I think it's probably something to do with how the emulator works. And I would guess something to do with how the original Sega CD worked, because this is obviously emulating an actual console, and I don't know if I would need to also like set up a virtual memory card or something like that. I'm not familiar with how the Sega CD handled save games, having never actually... I've never even seen an actual real life Sega CD. I never had one as a kid. But yeah, we can just rely on save states, I guess. It's kind of more convenient anyway, really. And hopefully that will work. I feel like the beauty of creating content that no one will ever see but you is that, you know, it like reduces the pressure for it to actually be good or polished. So you can just kind of create stuff and, you know, meander on your merry way. Ah, I see, this is the button. I wasn't sure which button I needed to. Basically, one of the two. One of the two buttons brings up the full stat screen, and one brings up just the little HP bar. Was not sure which button it was first, because it is slightly different, obviously, than on the Nintendo Switch game I was playing before. This I'm playing on a keyboard. And the keyboard is emulating a 3-button Genesis control pad, which also works differently. Oh man, we have a lot of magic wielding enemies. This is rough. Shit. You know, these enemies, for a first battle, this is reasonably challenging. They can do a lot of damage. I think the recording of this will also have fairly substantial black bars on the sides of the screen. But that is because there does not appear to be an OBS resolution that is correct for this. The Sega CD appears to have a somewhat unusual resolution size. So, just kind of fitting it in. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll figure out how to tweak that in later videos. But yeah, it doesn't appear able to record the exact resolution that this is, because it might be a weird one. I think it's like 640 by 480, which I think is not a standard resolution, or at least it's not a resolution that OBS recognizes. Yay, good job, Shade. I think you leveled up in the last battle too, in the one that apparently didn't save correctly. Which, whoops. It's funny, it didn't, I'll have to look through the settings and, I mean, maybe it's not really worth looking through them, like, I literally can't just use save states, so. Fuck. This Incubus, we could get some deaths again. This battle is definitely fairly challenging for a first battle. And it's because of the magic wielding enemies, that's really the main reason. Because magic can do a big chunk of damage, and we don't have very many HPs, so even Blaze 1 is doing like half our health. This could be the end. Oof, gotta use heal next time it's his turn. And our only character with healing can only cast heal like twice, so this is, you know, befitting the first fight of the game. We have the force is the smallest it will be. We're at our weakest with low-level weapons, etc. Okay, now let's start heading forward towards the prow. First, we're gonna heal up Sig. This will actually be much shorter than the first recording, because in the first one we went through the whole opening crawl and first cutscene. The battle itself didn't take super long. Carefully push forward, hopefully not get put to sleep, but you know, there's really nothing we can do about that. It'll be what it'll be. Just starting our career. You know, so far just with the characters we have, all of these characters are the ones who we know who their parents are. They appear to all be somebody's son. We don't have, so far, as far as I can tell, we have no daughters, and also we're basically all of these characters we know who their dad is. Who are their moms? We had female members of the Shining Force. None of them have been mentioned. The 90s was, I guess, a time period when writers of stories didn't really care who the characters' moms were. Because, like, Tao was also one of our starting members, and I'm just guessing she's Wendy's mom, but we certainly haven't been told that. I'm gonna have Nick go back because he'll die in one hit from Blaze, and then we'll lose the mission again. See, Blaze 2 is strong enough that it can one-shot people. It's pretty ridiculous. How much MP does this guy have? How many times can he cast it? Ophew, he can now use Blaze 1, but he can't use Blaze 2 again. So he had one big shot. We got him to use that on someone who wasn't Nick. Oh, this is gonna be quite the challenge. Well, I guess at least he only has one spell left. And I don't think it will kill any of us. As long as I heal up Gong. Or Sig, sorry, Gong is his dad. Or his uncle, rather. And we have one last heal, so I think we'll be okay. This does feel a little strategic, you know? It's like we have to get him to use up Blaze 2 so that we'll be safe from it. We're getting there. Oh, very nice. We have like 3 characters level 2. That's very good. I think that's slightly more than we had in the first battle. We might be able to one-shot him, but we might not. I'm gonna heal instead. And also, you know, that way Sig can heal and gets an axe, and someone else can kill the boss and gets an axe. I couldn't be certain whether he'd actually defeat him, and then, you know, we leave ourselves vulnerable. Yeah, it's fine if he ends up with, like, higher level than everyone. Whatever. Very good, Roos. Excellent. You may be fine warriors, but you will never see the shores of Cypress. Join me now in death! Are we wrecking the boat already? I feel like, I will say, in the Shining Force 1 playthrough, I mentioned a couple times how destroying boats was a theme of that game. We're off to a strong start here. The very first mission was us destroying a boat. He's gone and he took a half-hour hull with him. The destroyed boat graphic is also quite cool, I gotta say. Everybody overboard! Swim for that island over there! Even if the boat is sinking, it's made of wood. It'll still float a bit. I feel like leaping overboard is not a good idea. If the island is close enough to swim to, maybe we could drift towards it. Why are we immediately? It's just a hole. It's still floating. Nick is agreeing with me about the uncertainty of this plan. He's a little hesitant to jump. But we've immediately abandoned our ship. Nick, come on, Nick, snap out of it. Nick's not doing so good. Well, look everyone, he's okay. We've lost all our supplies and weapons, but we survived. So that first battle where we all had actually good weapons and everyone had a protect ring was merely a taste of power, and now we're going to be reduced down to the usual starting game equipment. I kind of like that. That's fun. You know, it's like a little peek of the power we could have, and then it's like, well... Plus, I feel like it works well with the story, because so many games have you starting out with, like, a stick, and you're being sent by the king to save the world, and it's like, buddy, do you not want the world to survive? Whereas here, we actually were sent out with good equipment and stuff, it just that we got in a wreck and lost it all, so I like it as a story element. Hope we don't run into any Cypress soldiers. Stop, let me go! Oh, I bet we're gonna recruit whoever this is. You're too pretty to stay here in the Mini-Yom wilderness. This is getting weird. I think I'll take you back to Cypress with me. No, I'll die first. Stop right there, you Cypress pigs. Some of them might literally be pigs. They all appear to be like weird animal monsters. Please get me out of here. Wow, that chick is really strong. She just punched 3 like heavily armed warriors like 5 feet away from her and then ran. That was pretty impressive. This is none of your business, stranger. Leave before you get hurt. Arm yourselves, everyone. Search the ground. Use rocks, sticks, anything. Thus explaining why we left to save the world armed with sticks. Okay. So let's take a look at our map. It's a little coastline map. I actually, you know, I do like the art design of this game. The color scheme looks a little more muted than Shining Force 2, and I do actually prefer this slightly more muted color palette. Yeah, this little beachside scene, like the little texturing on the sand and stuff looks nice. All the debris floating in the water. And this little house here. Let's check out our enemies. We've got the Scavenger, the Goblin, and a Dwarf. Oh wait, there's also an enemy over here. Oh, so we got a couple of goblins close by. So we've got quite a fair amount of enemies. Let's ask you check out us as well. So, item, nothing, 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 and nothing. So I guess when he said pick up sticks and rocks, I guess we couldn't find any on the beach. Unless I'm supposed to be using like the search function. But that doesn't appear to actually be an option, so I'm gonna guess we just gotta go into this battle unarmed. This is gonna be tough. It's kind of fun though. You got shipwrecked and now you have to fight your way through literally with your bare hands because you lost all your equipment. At least our mage, you know... Oh, huh, so I guess if we land on certain squares we get stuff? I don't know which squares though. I'm not really using a guide for this game. I just looked up where the secret characters are basically. How do you know what squares to check though? Is it just time-based? There didn't seem to be anything different about the square she ended up on. So I really don't know. I guess it was next to the barrel, but Nick also ended up next to the barrel. He blocked the attack. That's a new mechanic. I don't remember that from the first game, and I don't think it was in Shining Force 2 either, actually. Blocking. Roos's portrait is holding a shield, so maybe it's like a special power of the warrior. We may lose this battle unless I figure out how to get items, because I don't know right now. Maybe down here, let's at least try it. No, that wasn't it. I was thinking maybe next to the other debris, but that did not work. Alright, let's kick things off with Blaze. At least our wizard doesn't need equipment. Oh, the little magic casting animation when you're unarmed is kind of neat, just like raising your hand and calling down fire. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's try and kill one of these goblins, I guess. Sieg's basic animation always has a weapon, apparently. But the mage one doesn't. It's kind of funny. I don't know what that is. Well, he also... I don't think he was equipped with a staff to begin with. Fuck. I guess let's just, like, punch this guy. With the bow that we have. 1 point. Okay, we definitely are intended to find weapons, and I have to figure out how. Maybe if we kill these two guys, they'll drop their weapons. Maybe? Genuinely do not know. Okay. Will he drop a weapon? Will he drop a weapon? Oh boy, he did not. Okay, maybe we were supposed to search the ground before coming to fight these guys. I'm just confused. I'm gonna have Nick keep searching a little and maybe we'll find some items. Oh, we found something, we found something. A wooden arrow. Okay, good. So I guess I'll keep trying to kill this guy since we're here. While we try to keep searching. Our magic is helping a lot because we can take away 2/3 of this guy's HP with one shot. This is definitely a tough battle. And then before we go up there, we need to find whatever else is in the sand because we can't win this with punching. Fuck! It looks like. Yeah, it must be easier to block attacks. Maybe attacks get blocked when you're like too weak to do damage. Oh, the sand is impeding our movement as well. We may egress from this. We legitimately may. Okay, yeah, we were clearly supposed to like wait and search this area. I just didn't do it correctly. To be fair, I didn't know that that was what I was supposed to do. It wasn't obvious to me. Okay, let's just do our best here. I don't know if we can survive this. At least Shade's a little tankier. At least Wendy can kill this guy and then we can recoup. Yeah, okay. She's kind of doing a heavy lift at the beginning here when we have no weapons. The rest of us can do a bit more once we get the weapons. Very good, Wendy. It's nice to get the wizard some good levels early on so we get more MP. So that's fine. I'm gonna have Ken wait because he's really slow on the sand. So this is gonna be a slow battle, viewers, because I have to search this entire area apparently. I'm assuming there's more than just those two weapons because we have more characters than that. Okay. There's probably something by that other barrel. But unfortunately there does not appear to be any visual indicator of where the lost stuff is, so maybe we were literally just supposed to search where we were standing, I don't know. medical herb. Oh, he's gonna run out of space soon. I better... Yeah, I better have... He can find one more thing. I bet we were literally supposed to just wait and stand in place, and that's how you find all the items, but it didn't occur to me that that was the correct answer, and now I don't remember where we were standing to start with, so... This battle may get cut up into 2 videos. There's gotta be more weapons to find. We only found 2 weapons, an arrow and a stick. This can't be all. I won't believe that. We won't win this battle with 2 weapons. Is the stick a sword, or is it for our wizard? Because if it's for the wizard, then that's even worse. Because she's the only one who really doesn't need a weapon. Oh dear. I'm kind of just wandering around without any clear idea of where to go. Maybe we should just egress. Stop the hurting. I'm really just showing off my gamer skills so well here in these initial videos. Just really raising hopes for an impressive showing in this game. Although to be fair, a hypothetical viewer would presumably watch the other 2 series before this one, and they would be well prepared for me being terrible at this game. There have to be more items, right? There can't be just 2. That would be really bad. Oh, we found something else. We found something else. A wooden staff. I thought we already searched that spot, but we must not have. This spot? There. Come on now. And also, again, so the stick must be a sword. The staff is for the wizard, but the wizard is not. The wizard is not going to be doing a lot of damage with a staff. Oh god, this is... I guess we found a medical herb at least. This is bad. I'm really glad I played on easy mode because this is fairly challenging, to be honest. Like, legitimately, this is harder than the original game, I would say. Okay, we have one more heal. I guess we'll use it on Bruce because, you know, he's down. He lost like half of HP. We still get not that much X for healing. It's kind of a bummer. He's not going to do a ton, but maybe he got to level up. He can do it. Yeah, good job. Bruce just punched a goblin to death. That's pretty impressive, honestly. Shade's gonna wait because he still doesn't have a weapon because Nick has to get back over here. This is... This is gonna be a very slow-paced battle. Can he equip the stick? No, he cannot. Okay, I'm gonna assume this stick is for... It's a lance. Okay, she has one last blaze, so let's make it count. I don't suppose one of the goblins we could scavenge a weapon from one of their bodies. They're using swords. There have to be... We've only found 3 weapons for 6 people. Surely there's 4. Okay, I'll have him just give a punch, because at least that'll help. I mean, it's not nothing. You'd think Gong would be able to do good damage without a weapon, because he's a monk, right? Shouldn't he be good at punching things? Surely? Okay, we can equip the stick, but it is not a javelin. Well, Bruce is gonna get a little over-leveled from punching all these goblins to death, but someone had to do it. He's level 4, no one else is higher than 2. He's the official goblin puncher. Okay, we